back in her home in the forest. Thankfully, that little guy is going to be okay there. Well, if you love beer and hate putting the work to actually get the beer,
Yep, check.
right, your prayers are about to be answered, friends.
Yeah, that's because this guy in Michigan created a beer dispensing chair.
Goodness gracious.
It's a cooler attached to the back, and you just pull the arm up and down, and the beer slides in and out. It can hold 6 at a time, and he made it to raise money in a charity raffle, and I think now, Larry, he can probably make a lot of money selling that on,
Right.
Online.
I appreciate him making the chair for charity, but it really is a new level of lazy that we've not seen before.
I have a feeling that would do really well on some college campuses, too, on game
Or,
day.
you know, you and I worked in the South together.
Oh, yeah.
Georgia, Alabama. This would be a gold mine there.
Oh, it would. And maybe at a Redskins game, too.
Quite possibly.
Be nice doing some
I don't know.
tailgating.
We'll ask Frank when he comes on set.
All right, let's talk about your forecast because we have got an active week ahead just because of Jose and the tropics. Now, our week here going to be rather quiet, but we've got to start out with your 3-degree guarantee. Larry, we don't have a desk, but drum roll, please. And this is on Copper last night. Close call.
Okay.
84.
All right.
87.
Hey.
He made the 3-degree guarantee.
All right.
Now, your
guys are
weather
knocking it out of the
headlines
park.
from here, rather quiet. We'll have a little bit of patchy fog, but overall, your Sunday, a decent finish to the weekend. Just like today, we had a mix of clouds and sunshine, just an isolated shower chance. We'll see the same thing tomorrow. Headline for the work week, start to the work week. We are watching Hurricane Jose very closely, but long term, our forecast is quiet and it's also warm. We're going to be up in the 80s pretty much the entire work week, and our average this time of year is in the 70s. A snapshot of your day for tomorrow, starting off Sunday morning church service, 71 degrees, 9 o'clock. Not going to be quite as cool tomorrow morning as it was a couple days ago. We're up to 79 at noon, then 3 o'clock, 83. A few more clouds building in by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening with just a stray shower. Talking about those 80s, look at these 80s that are going to continue all week. 81's the coolest day Tuesday, and the reason why? Cloud cover from Jose. We got to talk about Jose. I mentioned the path earlier, and this is the cone of uncertainty from the National Hurricane Center. And just to give you an idea, 4 to 5 days out, the general error of where the center of circulation goes in a hurricane is about 200 to 250 miles of error. So that would put it right in Ocean City. Now, that's not actually going to happen, but my point is, we're going to see some wobbling of where the actual center of Jose goes. And 2 different models that we use to look at forecasting hurricanes are showing a difference of about 100 miles. Check this out. In purple, you're seeing the European model. In red, you're seeing the American model. And as we go in time, Monday night into Tuesday, look at this. There's still about 100 miles difference. So if we end up seeing this American solution, we're not going to see many impacts along the coast. If we see the European solution, the impacts along the coast would be a little bit more different. So that 100-mile difference could be the difference between a breezy day and a day with tropical storm force gusts, a dry forecast and getting some of the outer rain bands of a system, and minimal versus some coastal flooding. So you get the point. It matters. Here's what you can expect for coastal impacts based on where the current forecast stands. The time frame would be Monday afternoon through Tuesday. And we will see a high risk of rip currents, which has already been developing this weekend. Swells, beach erosion will be possible, maybe some minor coastal flooding. If the path becomes closer, we will be talking about some tropical storm force gusts and also some outer squalls, but that will be for the beaches. Here in D.C., extra clouds, wind gusts about 20 miles an hour on Tuesday. So not expecting impacts big time in D.C. for Tuesday, but we will certainly be watching it for the coastline very closely. Over on Delmarva, the rest of your 70 forecast. Warm start to fall, 84 degrees. How about that?
Look, Melissa, it's no lying here. We are certainly in the thick of things when it comes to hurricane season. All right, so Frank is here. Remember we were talking about that little beer contraption with the...
Oh, it would be a hot item.
Would that be a hot item?
Field. Yes, let's get in there to Landover right now. Let's keep it local in Howard, and their football team's off to a very good start. But a stiff challenge at Richmond. Could the Bison pull off another upset? We were there and have the story next in sports.
Please join WUSA 9, United Van Lines, and Pilot Flying J for our WUSA 9 Care Supply Drive. We'll be at Prince George's Community College on September 23rd from 10 to 2, collecting items just like these for the Salvation Army to distribute to hurricane survivors.